Hello, YTPC. This is Steve, and you're watching Smoking Cardboard. I am back from my trip to Alabama. I am currently really worn out, not because of a trip. I came back a couple of days ago, but haven't been sleeping the best. I don't know if any of you guys have ever had those sorts of nights. Regardless, it was super awesome to see everybody at the Muletown Pipe Show. And by everybody, I mean all the people that were there, including John, the night piper. There were so many of you out there that I recognized and I'm friends with, and we have relationships through the videos of commenting and sending packages back and forth and all sorts of stuff, and it was really fabulous. It was just so sad that it was only 2 hours. I mean, I'm super thankful for my wife that took the time to entertain our children while I went and did that, and we kind of scraped that out of our travel time, which was doing a lot of traveling. Getting from Wisconsin down to Alabama is like 19 hours worth of driving. So it was just really tough to fit it in, but we did it, and I'm super glad, and I'm very grateful to meet so many of you, very much fans of your all videos and your channels, and I just wish I could have spent more time talking with everyone. I feel like I should have brought more tobacco to give, because there was so many of you guys to meet and see down there. Anyway, I wanted to make a video that for maybe people that haven't considered getting an Artisan pipe. I already made a video and I didn't think I articulated anything very well, so I'm trying again. Basically, I'm not a collector of pipes. Or at least if I am a collector, it's not in too deep. Maybe I am a collector, but not. I try to limit how many pipes I have. I'm much more practical in my looking at pipes. Tobacco, that's a whole nother matter. So at some point, about a year into the hobby, I realized I was 9mm filter guy. That just worked for me, and so I had to switch all my pipes. You guys can see all my other videos about 9mm filters and why I do that. But I had to switch my pipes, and so I was trying to buy used pipes and all this sort of stuff because I wanted to get several different pipes so that I could have, pipes for Latakia and Virginias and Burleys. When in reality, I probably could have just done 2 good ones. I've been fine. I was still trying to figure that out. Maybe 3. And then slowly acquired more. But regardless, I at one point was able to, with a bonus, buy some pipes that were just high-end factory made. Let me grab them here. And so I got these Vaughn pipes. So this is bent brandy, I guess. It's pretty much an umpal, but I guess not. And then I got this Rhodesian. I really liked Rhodesians. That was kind of my early, oh man, I love Rhodesian pipes. And I bought some other ones. Either way, but these kind of spurred my, I have some money burning a hole in my pockets. I'm going to buy some nicer pipes. This one I think was like $180. It's got this great silver band. Really love this pipe. And then this one was like $140, $120. I don't know. So when it came time the next year to buy more pipes, I was like, well, rather than buying a more expensive, nicer, because when I buy maybe 2 pipes a year, I kind of want to buy a nicer pipe. So rather than trying to just buy a pipe that was factory made, I was thinking, well, I might as well buy an artisan pipe. I'm already spending that kind of money on these pipes. I might as well get an artisan pipe. Well, that was a little overwhelming at first. Being a 9mm smoker, not all artisans make 9mm pipes. And when different artisans get thrown around, you look at some of their pipes and they are $1,000+ for all their pipes, and they don't even have any stock anywhere. And you hear about waiting lists and all this sort of stuff. So it was pretty intimidating to go around the effort, which artisan pipe, who do you get, blah, blah, blah. Well, I was kind of spurred by Mike at Briar Blues. He mentioned Martinsky pipes being one of the best value for your buck, because Martinsky makes great pipes, and yet he doesn't, some might say he doesn't appropriately charge for the quality that it produces. So I guess I just had heard that you just reach out to these people and start emails, and then you'll figure it out. And I didn't go back and look at this email before this video, which probably would have been helpful to see exactly how the conversation went. But basically, I reached out and said, hey, I want to commission a pipe, is that cool? And he was just like, oh yeah, totally can make you a pipe, what do you want it to be? And I think that's where all of this starts is, well, for 9mm or something, if you have something specific in mind, you're going to want to match up your specific taste to an artisan. So each artisan has their own styles, sort of pipes that they make, sort of finishes that they do. And I think you want to have an idea of that stuff going into it. So if you're looking for an artisan pipe, I think that depending on the artisan, you can get pipes anywhere from $150 to thousands of dollars. So it's a good idea to look at their body of work and whether or not you like their pipes, and if if there's finishes that you like, or rustications that you like, or styles of the pipe, all that stuff's going to be super helpful to help you out. There's going to be, they're just going to want to know what you want if you're going to commission a pipe. Certainly, you can buy artisan pipes without commissioning one. You can just, maybe they post it and say, hey, here's a pipe I have for sale, and you got to jump on it. I think Instagram is the place where most of that happens. I don't do Instagram because I think flipping through photos is boring. But if you think flipping through photos is fun, Instagram is a great place for the pipe community. There's all kinds of people there. And then you also have sites like Smoking Pipes that have all kinds of artisan pipes. A lot of those are going to be a little bit higher end, and some of them are very collector worthy, so as soon as they drop on the site, they're gone. They're kind of like some of the tobaccos. So you kind of have to be looking out for that sort of stuff. But if you're kind of starting out, you're not like, man, I'm going to spend $400 on this pipe. No, you're just like barely in this hobby. You're just going, oh my gosh, my piggy bank is going to kill me if I spend $400 on a pipe. I don't need anything like that. I think I can splurge and spend $200 on a pipe. Or, maybe you have $400, but you want 2 pipes or 3 pipes. So, I think with that mindset, I had success commissioning a pipe from Mark Tinsky. Mark Tinsky, I just emailed him and he asked what I wanted, and I didn't really know. I think I decided that I liked billiard shape, even though I liked all these Rhodesian and stuff. And I think I wanted a rusticated pipe. I think I asked how many how much it cost, for different features, and they kind of spell that all out. Oh, it's this much more expensive for a smooth pipe than a rusticated pipe, and if you want metal on there, or if you want certain kind of styles of pipe, the price is going to vary. So he was also asking for things like what size did I want it, and he was using terms like group size and saddle bit or tapered stem and all this jazz, and that was very confusing for me because I didn't necessarily know all those terms. I was happy that I knew billiard. So in some senses, you can feel like you're over your head in in this, but I'll tell you, you're not. There's just a lot of pipers that know exactly what they want, and it's best that that maker understands it. It's very simple to tell them something way more general, like I want a billiard that is not too long, not too short, and I want to be able to clench it. And if they're asking about saddle bit versus a tapered, so this is a tapered bit. It just slowly tapers. This is a saddle bit. So again, just preference thing. It's not going to be like a price thing or difficulty. You can get them bent. There's quarter bent, full bent, half bent. There's all different types of bends. They'll generally show you pictures. If something's too bent for you, they can heat it back up and fix that. I mean, so all this sort of stuff is handcrafted for you. So group sizes are just a way of, I think, don't quote me on this, Dunhill was way of pricing or sizing pipes. So we had like smaller pipes were smaller numbers. So group 2 is really small, 3 is pretty small, 4 is medium, 5 big, 6 really big, that sort of stuff. So this is like a group 4 pipe. This is what he ended up suggesting when I was like, I don't know what size group size. So worked through all that stuff just asking questions. And it wasn't kind of like, oh man, I don't have the time for this, Steve. Go find a different pipe maker to when you figure out what you actually want. No, they were patient and willing to work with me. And I went with a rusticated pipe because it was cheaper. And I think you might find that the simpler the pipe, the smaller the pipe too, the cheaper you can get some of the pipes. So the less fancy you want to be about it, you can still have an awesome artisan pipe for not too bad of money. I know money's relative to everyone. $20 can be a lot of money to someone. But when he was making this pipe, he came with me emails and said, hey, this pipe's looking great. The grain on this is looking really good. I think this could be a smooth pipe. Do you want this pipe to be smooth? And that sort of stuff, you just have to kind of make decisions on the fly. I said, okay, smooth, I'll take it. He wasn't going to charge me more for a smooth pipe, which normally it is because there's usually flaws in briar with sand getting grown into the burl, and you just can't guarantee that you're going to have a flawless grain, which requires for smooth pipes. So anyway, I got the pipe. It was made right away. I didn't have to wait in line. Some guys, they have a year wait, and props to them. That's really awesome. But other guys, not so much, like Martinsky. But if you do know what you want in a pipe. You know, make sure that, one, if you're finding pictures of pipes, I want a pipe like this or that, it's really the same sort of style as the pipe maker that you're making, or preferably one of their pipes. Or you can just give them measurements. I want it this long. I want the bowl diameter this size. I want it this tall. I want it to be chunky looking, or I want it to have this feel or this color. And, you know, when I want it rusticated, sandblast, I want it really deep. Well, how deep is deep, you know? And that's where pictures can help give, multiple pictures can help give them an idea of what you're talking about. And they might tell you, no, I can't do that, or I won't do that. Or all of a sudden, you know, the pipe that you were hoping to only spend $200 on is now $400 because, oh, you wanted metal and all these different features onto it. So take that all into consideration. I ended up getting more pipes from Martinsky and more Artisan pipes from J. Mouton, and I was pretty limited to who would make a 9mm pipe as an artisan. I got one from Eric Weaver, Sea Smoke Pipes. He doesn't really make very many 9mm pipes, but I snagged one up when he did. And LCS Briars, London Klein, LCS Briars, yes. London Colin Simon makes 9mm pipes. I haven't got one of his yet. Or a Phil Rivera pipe. Those are all in the sites. But I also, you can get really nice pipes from the factory workers too. You know, if you really like the Peterson, you really like Savinelli, they really have qualities of pipes that keep going up. And there's some factory type pipes like Castello or Radis pipes that are more expensive, but they are more, you know, less artisan type pipes. So quality of smoke, I think you can expect a quality product, especially if you're going from really cheap pipes to nicer, like the stem materials. You're going to find way difference in that and comfortability. 9mm, you know, those kind of even out a lot of smokability of them, where with a non-filter pipe you might notice more of a difference. But I'm really glad I bought some Artisan pipes. They were within my price range. Some of them I kind of got more greedy towards the end, making super awesome elaborate pipes where I actually knew kind of what I wanted, and someone could make my dream come true. But it doesn't need to be that way, and you don't need an Artisan pipe either. But I will tell you, there's something cool about having a connection with an Artisan maker, and you can do it with as little or much information you want. I think the main thing is to be flexible. Obviously, after an artisan's crafted you something, they want you to be happy with it. You want to be happy with it. But, you know, you have to know if it didn't turn out to be what you wanted, you know, be able to say, no, this isn't what I wanted, and work through that. But ideally, I think if you're looking at the body of work from the craftsman, if it lines up with your style, the chances that you're going to end up with something that you don't like at the end, or they can't make little changes to it to be what you want it to be, is pretty seldom and rare. So anyway, really winded. I hope you guys are doing great. I just enjoyed seeing each of my friends that were at the Muletown Pipe Show, and I appreciate the comments to the rest of you. I'm way behind on videos, but I'm trying to catch up. Have to be a little bit more selective. You'd think on vacation I could watch more videos, but I was just relaxing, and sometimes that means not doing anything. So anyway, not smoking any pipes yet. I think that will be another couple months. My goal is June. That's when I can smoke a pipe, but maybe it'll happen before then. But I do see the doctor again this week to see how things are progressing. So I'm looking forward to hearing more feedback from them, even though I'm not super excited about paying bills to hear that feedback. But hey, everyone's got it's part of the system with which we live. But other than that, I hope you guys are all have a fantastic week. Thanks for sticking with me here. Can't even talk anymore. Thanks for watching this far in the video. We'll see you later. Bye.